And I think the most fascinating city for architecture is the one you found in Asia, like Chengdu or big city.
Art is about this, our vision about the world, how we make it, how we living in this planet.
Hi, my name is Hugo Avigo. I'm from France. I'm an artist. I work especially with multi-material, like painting, sculpture, installation. And right now for the Art Museum in Chengdu, we're making this big sculpture that is an elevator sculpture.
So I am Marlon de Azambuja. I am a Brazilian artist, but I live in Paris now. I work a lot with space, with site-specific situations. Here, the people have ideas really different of my culture. I'm looking for this.
For their first visit to Sichuan, Hugo and Marlon decided to seek some Chinese inspiration for their art creations before the exhibition opens.
I like to work sometimes with architecture, as I told you, and to see ancient city and to see original life or the origin of a civilization. China, that is almost 5,000 years old, it's so old. Linked to this kind of artworks, I think it goes together.
I like to have a conversation with the space, with the architecture, with the city. I believe in the ideas about the city as like an entity. I remember this class of like a fish, no? It's very nice. It's my first time in China. Every time different culture, different people, different forms for understanding the world. I think in China is a country that have a lot of modernity, but you have a giant past in your back. I really prefer the encounter with the reality.
After their cultural exploration, Hugo and Marlon gained a deeper understanding of Chinese culture. They incorporated a touch of Chinese elements into their own works.
It's a 14-meter elevator that we're gonna fix to the ceiling of the atrium here in the Art Museum. And right now we are working on fixing the rail. It's an aluminum rail with some motor parts. This is the elevator. It's the elevator cabin that will go up and down. And then in the bottom I have this logo who turns with the motor. And usually it's another logo. And for this one I designed a special one with a 3D print. And it's like a lotus flower. This is the logo is linked to the Chinese aesthetic, I think, a bit more. There's a game called GeoGuessr online where you see picture and you need to find in which country it is. And I realized after that, with all the architectural elements, if you see a road or if you see a lamp, you can say, oh, this is Thailand, this is Germany, this is America. When you are inside an elevator, it's impossible to say, I am in New York, or I am in Germany, or I am here. It's like this vortex between worlds. It's like an open door between everywhere.
This work is a special work for new places because every time talk about the local culture. So I arrive, I make my research, I look in a lot of places, I select some elements, and they create like a big architectural exercise. The importance of this is sometimes these bricks and the stones and the elements is hiding inside of the architecture. So I like show this and they put everything floating in equilibrium clamps for create this sensation about they really create a construction. I suppose that you use it for make like a walls or something decorative in the houses, no? But it's beautiful. I think this is my last. I waiting for finish this part and I put the last one. You have some pieces is very new and the others is very old. I start to make this work, because in the beginning you're hiding, you're making concrete, you're painting, you put something for hiding the structure. Now you don't need hiding nothing. So this is beautiful because it's an acceptation of the nature, the material.
我们知美术馆其实有一个非常长期的一个学术的理念，就是在传播东方的美学。成都是中国当代艺术非常重要的摇篮，希望这些艺术家能够有这个机会跟成都的文化、中国西南的文化、古蜀的文化产生紧密的一种互动和一种化学反应。
China is in the moment where it's understanding and valuing the richness and the amazing history and the amazing civilization that they have actually deeply rooted in their culture. And they are developing more and more and more the museums, the institutions to grow this history. And we know the growth, we know the energy that China is putting in creating this new museum and infrastructure. 50% of the museum were created in the last few years. So it's a huge growth. And this growth we want to accompany, which makes this place, which makes this world a better place. Help do conversations and discussions between the exhibitions and the collections from French museums and Chinese museums, and help, create this relationship, create these dialogues, which make this world a better place.
I really have opportunity for learning more artists about this, or vision about the world, more ideas, understand and learning. I believe in the exchange.
China has always been, one country I was like, you cannot do without China. You have to go work in China. And I feel the culture, I like the culture, I understand it. And also there is more and more Chinese artists showing painting, especially painter in Europe and especially in Paris. There's a lot of French gallery or European gallery showing the work of Chinese artists. For the 60 years, you will get even more and more exchange between the two countries.